Again, welcome to Precalculus. This lectures cover the linear functions. Our main objective is to learn how to find the slope of a line from its graph and from its equation. Also, we are going to learn how to find the rate of change of a linear function, which is again the same as a slope. So here we say the rate of change of a linear function is also called the slope of a line. So for a graph of a linear function, the ratio of the change in y to the corresponding change in x will measure the slope of the line. Normally, y will be our vertical axis, x will be our horizontal axis. So that's the formula for the slope of a line. Here we represent slope as m. So we take, when we have a straight line, as we can see here, we take any 2 points because a slope of a line is constant at any point, 2 points. So we take any 2 points here. For example, here we have point 1, and we know a point have 2 coordinates, the x value and the y value. Always the x value is the first value, the y value is the second value. And the x value is the, again, horizontal values. The y value will be our vertical values. So here P1 have x1 and y1, and also the point P2 have s2 and y2. So to find the slope of this line, we find the difference of y2 minus y1 divided by s2 minus s1. Or we can say y1 minus y2 divided by x1 minus x2. So let's see an example here. We have a question here. They say we should find the slope of a line. And this line has through 2 points here, -2 and 1, and 4 and 3. So this means, let's assume -2 and 1 is our first point, and 4 and 3 is our second point. So this means x1 equal to -2, x2, and y1 will give us 1, then s2 will be 4, and y2 will be 3. So we can write the slope formula, and we can say the difference of the y. So here we say 3 minus 1 divided by the difference of x will be 4 minus 2. So we have 3 minus 1, 4 minus 2. It's the same as saying 1 minus 3 and minus 2 minus 4. So here the difference of 3 and 1 will give us 2. 4 minus will be positive. So here we get 4 plus 2, which will give us 6. So our slope will be 1/3. So that's what we are saying is same as equivalent of 1 minus 3, which means we are saying y1 minus y2 over s1 minus s2. And also -2 minus 4. So that will give us -2 over -6. And that will give us positive 1/3. Because negative divided by negative will give us positive. So let's look at the second example, which is the same as the first. So this means our x1 value will be 3, our y1 value will be 0, s2 value will be 4, and our y2 value will be -3. So we can also plot the points. So here we plot, and now when we are plotting a linear function or a linear graph, all we need is 2 points. So we plot the 2 points, then we get our straight lines. So now the slope normally would describe the direction of a line. So for example, if the slope value is a positive value or greater than 1, and the slope will be increasing. So we can say the line is going up, which means if s increase, y also increase. Now, a slope of a horizontal line is 0, which means the difference, if the difference of y is 0, then we are going to get horizontal slope. And here we can see that this means y value is constant. So y1 is the same as y2. So any value divided by 0 divided by any value will give us 0. So if the difference of y1 and y2 is 0, that means the slope is 0, because 0 divided by any value is 0. And normally to be a horizontal line. Now, normally if the slope value is a negative value, then we have what we call the decreasing line. We can see the direction. This means if s increase, y will decrease. Or if y decrease, s increase. So we can see here. Here we can see that y is decreasing, but s is increasing the direction. Also, we can have a slope of a vertical line. And normally, a slope of a vertical line, we say is undefined. There's no result. The reason why, because we know that if we divide any value by 0, there's no answer. So we say a vertical line means the x value is constant. So which means the denominator x value will be 0. So we know if we use our calculator, we divide the value by 0, there's no solution for that. Now, we can also say that if we have two distinct non-vertical lines that have the same slope, then they are para. So if we have, again, so the definition means if we have two lines that are para, it means they have the same slope. Or if two lines have the same slope, it means they are para. Now, two lines also can be perpendicular, which means the intersection of the two lines is right angle, 90 degree. So we have a rule that if we have two lines and their slope is same, it's para. But with perpendicular, we have the rule saying that it will be reciprocal and negative value. So example here means if the slope of line 1 is 1/3, the reciprocal of 1/3 will be 3. And also it's positive, so it will be negative. So we say it's the negative reciprocal of the slope, and which means the two lines are para. If line 1, let's say line 1 value is 2, the slope of line 1 is 2, and the slope of line 2 is 1/2 negative value, then this means the two lines are perpendicular because it's a negative reciprocal of the other slope. Now, because we say here that the slope of a vertical line is undefined, we cannot use slope in discussing the para and also perpendicular relations that involve vertical lines, because undefined means we don't have solution. There's no answer for the slope. So two vertical lines are para, and any horizontal line is perpendicular to any para line because it will intersect at 90 degrees. So that will be the conclusion of this lecture. Again, this is a very short lecture, and the main goal is to discuss about the slope of a straight line or a linear functions. So again, wish everybody the best, and thank you.